Today's topic is binary addition. The first thing that we'll do is look at the method that is used for decimal addition and also how that relates to binary addition. So the same method is used for decimal and binary addition. We place one number under the other and we match the columns. And we begin addition from the right hand side. We do each column individually. We add the two numbers together, put the result underneath. If there is a carry, we carry that forward to the next column and use it in the next calculation. Here is an example of decimal addition. As you can see, we have got two numbers and we have got 3 digits in each number. So starting from the right hand side, 6 plus 2 equals 8. So we place 8 in the result column. There is no carry. Moving on to the next column, we have 4 plus 2. The result is 6. There is no carry, so we place 6 in the result section. And moving on to our last column, we have 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, so we put 4 in the result column and there is no carry. We use the exact same principles for binary addition. The first thing that we have to do though is we have to look at the rules for binary addition. Because binary only allows us to use 1 and 0, we can only have 1 and 0 in each of the columns. Binary addition rules start from the right hand side, so exactly the same as decimal, and if there is a carry it must be taken to the next column, which is the same as decimal. Here are the rules for binary addition. If we have 0 plus 0, the answer is 0. If we have 0 plus 1, the answer is 1. If we have 1 plus 1, the answer is 0, carry 1. If we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, the answer is 1, carry 1. These are the only 4 types of addition that you will find. Looking at our first example, remember, just like decimal, we start from the right hand side. So we have 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, so we can put 1 in the column and there are no carries. Moving on to our next column, we have 0 plus 1. The result of this is 1. We have no carry, so we can move to the next column. The next column has 1 on its own, so we can just bring the number 1 down. So the result for this calculation is 1, 1, 1. Moving on to our second example, we have much longer numbers here, but the same process is applied for each of the columns. We start on the right hand side and we just move all the way along. So first column we have 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1 and there are no carries. Moving on to the next column we have 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. And then on the next column we have 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. This column we have 1 carried plus 1 plus 1, so the result is 1, carry 1. In this column, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, so the result is 1 carry 1. In this column, we have 1 plus 0 plus 0, so the result is 1. Moving on to the next column, we have 1 plus 0, so the result is 1. And the last column, we just have 1 on its own, so the result is 1. And there we have the addition of these two numbers. Moving on to our third example. Again, we start from the right-hand side and we deal with each column individually and keep moving along until we are finished. The first column is 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. In the next column, we have 0 plus 1, and the result here again is 1. In the next column, we have 1 plus 0. The result is 1. In the next column, we have 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. So in the next column, we have 0 plus 1 plus carry 1. So the result here is 0, carry 1. In the next column, we have 0 plus 0 plus the carry 1. So the result here is 1. In the next column, we have 0 plus 1. The result here is 1. And in the final column, we have 1 plus 0. So the result here is 1. Moving on to our final example. Again, we apply the same rules. We start from the right-hand side and we look at the first column. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Moving to the next column, 0 plus 1 equals 1. Moving to the next column, 1 plus 1 equals 0, carry the 1. Then we have 0 plus 0 plus our carry 1, so the result is 1. The next column we have 1 plus 1, so the result here is 0, carry 1. In the next column we have 1 plus 0 plus our carry 1, so the result is 0, carry 1. In the next column we have 0 plus 0 plus 1, so the result is 1. In the last column we have 1 on its own, so we can just take that down, and that is our result for example 4. What you need to do now is revise this presentation if you're unsure of any of the aspects of binary addition. Complete the binary addition exercises. Make a note of anything that you are unsure of so that you can ask at a later point in the online tutorial. If you're completely fine with the binary addition, or if you finish the exercises as much as you can and have questions, move on and have a look at binary subtraction. Thanks for listening.